Hey guys, it's Bishop here, back with another video. Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas. Sorry I'm late for making a video, but today we're going to be making a video. We're going to pit the 2017 Ottawa Senators taking on the 2007 Ottawa Senators. Let's begin. Let's start out with the 2017 Sens, because most people are probably going to be familiar with the 2017 Sens, then the 07 Senators. The 2017 Senators were a solid team, and well, let's get right into the playoff bracket on what the road was to the Eastern Conference Finals Game 7 loss to. In the first round, they played the Boston Bruins. In the second round, they took care of the New York Rangers. In the Eastern Conference Finals, they fought Game 7 of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah. Alright, let's continue on. So, let's talk about each individual of these teams. First, I'll start with Boston. Boston, a unique team. They have some good forwards. Like Brad Marchand, David Pastrnak, Brittany Bergeron, a younger but kind of old Zdeno Chara, Torrey Krug, Tuukka Rask. Again, a very solid team. They're definitely a Stanley Cup contender at that time. It's interesting. I think the Bruins at the time were solid, but they didn't like the best version of Boston. So, okay, a decent team. The New York Rangers, again, a solid team. Zibanejad, Buchnevich, not Callahan, McDonough, Lundqvist, again, a very solid team. They were able to take care of the Montreal Canadiens, and the Montreal Canadiens were, again, a very solid team. They were not bad. Lundqvist is still a good goaltender. McDonough is still a great defender. This was before he got traded to Tampa. I think it was next year, or it was during the offseason. But anyway, they were, again, a solid team, had solid depth. Overall, another solid team that the Sens took care of. And next up, this is where they lost to. The Pittsburgh Penguins. And oh boy, Pittsburgh. Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, not Crystal Tang, Justin Schultz, Marc-Andre Fleury / Matt Murray, because I don't know if he played in the Eastern Conference Finals. Great squad. Overall, very solid team. The overall put them on the brink of elimination. But again, this was a really good Pittsburgh team. I say this is one of the best Pittsburgh teams we've ever seen. Definitely, I think up there like the 1991, 1992. I think this was better than the 2019, better than the 2016 team. I think it's like third or second best in my opinion for a Pittsburgh team. This team was loaded, and it was really good. And they brought him to Game 7 overtime until Chris Kunitz scored. So let's go over the roster. Let's go over some of their star players. Erik Karlsson. We all might remember him now as a San Jose Shark. And so he got paid a lot and pretty much got traded for Tim Stützle and a bunch of prospects. Helping the Ottawa Senators rebuild go way faster. But when he was on the Ottawa Senators, oh boy, Erik Karlsson. There was no doubt Karlsson was the best defenseman. He was the leader of the Ottawa Senators. Even though I think he was playing on like a broken foot, he only had like one leg, he still carried his team. He always played first line minutes. He was arguably Ottawa's best player. Next up, we got a couple of guys like Mark Stone, a 10th round pick. Again, Mark Stone when he played on Ottawa Senators was a really good two-way forward. He was just a great player all together. We then have Mike Hoffman, who, yes, played for Ottawa. I don't know if some of you know this. Some of you, your younger fans who might have joined in 2018, 2019, Mike Hoffman was a part of the Senators until something happened with Erik Karlsson. A great goal scorer. He was one of the best Senators forwards. For me, it's either him or Mark Stone. Kyle Turris he was very good. He was involved in the Matt Duchene deal. I think like coming up off season again. Really solid scorer, great player. I think they even had Derek Brassard and Mika Zibanejad at that time. Well, I think it had Mika Zibanejad. But either way, Derek Brassard, Mika Zibanejad. Both of them very good, solid force. This is a really good team. Craig Anderson, a late round pick in 1999, found his home in Ottawa. Backstop the Senators again against a loaded offense like Pittsburgh. He did a great job brick walling Pittsburgh and bringing them to Game 7. Again, without him, without Erik Karlsson, without Mark Stone, without Mike Hoffman, without Kyle Turris, Zibanejad, Brassard, this team would not stand a chance against Pittsburgh. So let's go to the 2017 since we already discussed 2017. The 2017, they defeat the Pittsburgh Penguins. They defeated the New Jersey Devils. They defeated the Buffalo Sabres, and then they lost to the Anaheim Ducks. So they beat Pittsburgh. Okay, so you can't be confused with the 2007 Penguins with the 2017 Penguins. 10-year gap. The 2007 Penguins, they still had Malkin, Fleury, Letang, Crosby. They still had, again, a solid team. They were younger, less experienced before the next season rolled around, where they would go to the Stanley Cup Finals for the Detroit Red Wings. But yeah, this was a young, solid team that had a lot of potential, and they swept them. They swept them. Well, wasn't Mary Hossa on that team as well? Like, well, I don't know. I know if he got traded to Pittsburgh. But now they swept them. They took care of Pittsburgh in 4 games. And, alright, next thing they played in the semifinals, New Jersey Devils. The Devils or the Devils. Great team. Border, Scott Stevens will play. When did Scott Stevens retire? Like, that was a stupid question, especially since we're talking about Ottawa. But when did Scott Stevens ever retire? Like, I'm actually now questioning when. Should have looked this up. Crap. Now I don't know who on the Devils. 07. No, Nehemiah's on the Ducks. Yeah. So like what? Scott Stevens was on there. Martin Brodeur was on there. Was just an Arnaud on there? I think Arnaud was on there. Not Cole. I think Patrick Elias was also on there. I don't know. Oh my god, this is so stupid of me not researching the roster for New Jersey. Sorry, Devil fans. Oh my god, I blanked. But again, from what I think, this Devil team was a good, solid Devil team. If the team has Martin Brodeur in net, you know his team is solid, and they took care of them. Buffalo. Okay, now, Sabres fans in 07, please tell me, not trying to be biased here, try not to be biased, how good this team was. Because I don't know, honestly. Again, this is stupid of me. I kind of rushed this video. I really wanted to make it. I haven't uploaded in a long time. I looked at the playoff bracket, and I tried to remember players who were on this team. And I'm having a really hard time doing it. Again, I'm lazy, so I should have done the research. My bad, guys. I'll try to do it in the next video. I just try to go based off my memory. Also, it's kind of late at night. So Buffalo, Ryan Miller. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with a good goaltender. He's been solid all the way up until he went to Anaheim. But Jason Polley and Thomas Vanek, they had to have been drafted. Yeah, I'm gonna go with those two. But again, solid scorers. Some of the better Buffalo players in the 2000s. Like what, Derek Satan or something like that? Satan? I know his last name is Satan. I forget his name. I think it's Derek Satan. I think I'm just gonna call him Satan. Again, another solid forward, I'm pretty sure. Helped the Devils to go to the 2006 Eastern Conference Finals before losing to our good old pals in Carolina. Again, another decently solid team. Another team that is definitely good. Not the best, but they were good. And then the Anaheim Ducks. This is definitely the best Anaheim team we've ever seen. This is the best version of Anaheim. This blows the 2017 Ducks, and this blows the 2003 Ducks out of the water. A young Corey Perry, a young Ryan Getzlaf, a young John Sebastian Jaguar, Chris Pronger, Scott Niedermayer, Teemu Solani. A great team. Just such a good team. And the Sens brought them to Game 5. Again, Ducks were really good. They were really good. They deserved to win the Stanley Cup. A great team and a hard team to face off. Let's talk about some of their star players. We got Danny Alfredson. We got Danny Heatley. Yes, he was good in 07, Mr. 50. We got a guy who I can confidently say, I don't gonna lie, you know he played on the Senators, Jason Spezza. Yep, he was the pick. No, I'm gonna make this clear. The pick was traded for Jason Spezza. So I think I saw some people get confused, like, oh, did the Islanders draft Spezza or did the Senators? In 2001, the Senators drafted Spezza. This is in the Alexei Yashin deal. They would trade the 2001 first round draft pick with Zdeno Chara and another guy for Alexei Yashin. They were very bad. They got second overall. The Senators were select Jason Spezza. It's either him or Ilya Kovalchuk were the best players in 2001. So yes, he was drafted by the Senators and played a very long time in Ottawa before getting traded and playing in Dallas. Again, those three really good. Ray Emery back-fronted the Senators up to the Stanley Cup Finals. I have mad respect for Ray Emery. It's your Emery Craig Anderson that's the best Ottawa has. Ray Emery and Craig Anderson is like the best the best goalies for Ottawa. It's between those two, in my opinion. Again, two really good goalies. Ray Emery was really good. On defense, Chris Phillips, the guy who cost him Game 5, who first put the puck in his own net. Yeah, Chris Phillips. Which was the only notable defenseman on that team. Alright, so after we kind of like the short summary of the playoffs, each team they faced in the playoffs, to the best understanding I had. A little breakdown, some of their better players on the roster. Definitely don't know these rosters to like the full extent. And maybe I missed out on a player. So what's the verdict? The 2007 Senators are taking on the 2017 Senators. Who do I think would win a series/game? And I think of the 2017 Ottawa Senators. The biggest issue I think the 07 Sens are going to have to deal with is Erik Karlsson and Craig Anderson. They have him out be at forwards, but I don't think they have him out be in defense. Erik Karlsson was like the best defenseman until he got traded to San Jose, or until like Victor Hedman and using John Carlson kind of like rose past him. But Erik Karlsson, man, he was a leader. He played those minutes. He scored. He was so good. He was amazing. Craig Anderson, man, it's either him or Aaron that the best those two are like arguably the best goaltenders that Ottawa had. Not even argue, they pretty much are the best goaltenders Ottawa ever had. And he was amazing. And the 2017 playoffs, just helping Ottawa so much. Now, the biggest thing that separated the 2017 Ottawa Senators taking on the 07 were the teams they had to face. I'm going to say this now, the 2017 Pittsburgh Penguins, I think, are way better than any team in the 2007 playoff. Not even the Ducks, who I think were really good and kind of stacked, pale in comparison to this Penguins team. This Penguins team was so good. It shocks me. I can't even say it. I'm just like, it shocks me how Ottawa brought this team to 7 games. This was a really good Penguins team. This was a Penguins team that was almost primed for a cup run. And they brought on to 7, not even 7 games, on to overtime of 7 games. That's how well Ottawa was playing. That's how well Craig Anderson was playing. And with the fact that I doubt we would be able to hang an endurance lead and take all the entire games. This, no matter what, this is the biggest issue I think you're going to have was beating great teams. Again, they beat a very inexperienced Pittsburgh Penguins team. They beat a solid Devils team, but I wouldn't put them on the caliber of the 2019 Penguins. But a decent Buffalo Sabres team. Again, I wouldn't put him on the caliber of the 2017 Penguins. The 07 Ducks are the only team that can compete with the Pittsburgh Penguins. I barely put them in the same range as the 2017 Pittsburgh Penguins, because they fought a much more experienced, a 2-time Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins. Just an amazing team. They were more developed. They were matured. They had great players. They had Phil Kessel on their team. They were so good. And I know I'm talking more about Pittsburgh than Ottawa, but you have to realize here, Ottawa brought them to 7, and they almost won. Again, I do think the 07 Ottawa have 07 has their forward core, but defense and goaltending, I think 2017 Ottawa Senators take it, and that's going to be a really big issue with the 07 Senators, especially if Erik Karlsson gets on like a hot streak and can sometimes just burn the 2007 Senators. So yeah, in my opinion, I think the 2017 Ottawa Senators are better compared to the 07 Ottawa Senators. Again, very close. like, comment, hopefully subscribe. See you on the next video. Goodbye, guys.